Hi, I'm Sue Illman and I'm the current president of the Landscape Institute, and I'm also managing director of a private practice landscape architectural consultancy called Illman Young. Well, water sensitive urban design, or WSUDS, is really about thinking about how we deal with and manage water at all points in development. So it's thinking about our water resources, about how much potable water we use, what we do with our drainage and potentially with flooding, how we harvest water, how we recycle water, and really how we're trying to close the water cycle in any development, really at any scale. Well, thinking about things today, it really is about the pressures of sustainability. So the issues are our water resources, particularly in the southeast, the fact that we have experienced drought conditions with population growth, increasing demand on water supply. At the same time, goodness me, recently haven't we seen these issues of flooding? But it's not just about the extreme events that we've seen recently, it's about the much more mundane situation of drainage and how we deal with that comprehensively, and how we, in intensifying our towns and cities in terms of development, how we ensure that all of that new development does not increase the problems of flooding, and also how can we also use it to improve the existing situation because we have those problems already. Well, I think the point is that if we don't start to address it, we know that these things are going to get much worse. We are going to have, we need many more houses, we need much more development. That will intensify the problems. And the more people that we have and that we have to accommodate, the pressure on the resources will be there too. So it's a problem now. Other than these extreme events, it's not a major problem, but it will increasingly become a major problem. Unless we start addressing it now, we won't have made ourselves resilient to those changes. So it's really important. In terms of WSUDS, I think one of the problems is that it really hasn't quite got out there in the way that it should. I think those who have understood it and engaged with it are really convinced, and they don't need any more convincing. So it's about getting it out there in the professions, because this is a process that needs the collaboration from all of the built environment professions and the environmental professions to work together. So we need that understanding in the professions. We then really need that reinforced through the policy base. Now, in practical terms, and the local plan process at the moment, that can only be dealt with in certain ways. But we also need those on the planning side to understand what it's all about, so that they can, include it in their advice, include it in their, supplementary planning documents, so that there is a real, genuine understanding at all stages. And we need the client body to understand why it's necessary. So it's not going to be government-led, I'm sure. So it's got to be led by those of us working in that area to actually make sure that it happens.